Imagine a world where children are hand-picked, groomed, and trained to become digital warriors in a regime with one of the tightest grips on its people. Behind closed doors, these hackers wage silent wars, targeting governments, corporations, and institutions worldwide. But how are these cyber soldiers created? Welcome to Hidden Docs, where today we unravel the hidden truth about North Korea's elite hacker force. North Korean hackers have become a global threat, executing sophisticated cyber attacks that have shaken nations and businesses. But their story is far more intricate than a simple tale of rogue hackers. Behind these shadowy figures lies a deeply organized system of recruitment, education, and control that begins at a young age. Unlike traditional hacking communities in more open societies, North Korea's approach to cyber warfare is not a hobbyist pursuit or a countercultural rebellion. It's a state-sponsored initiative, meticulously planned and executed, blending discipline, education, and geopolitical ambition. Today, we'll dive into the rigorous training pipeline that produces these cyber operatives, their motivations, and the consequences of their actions. Selective recruitment. Building the foundation. The journey of a North Korean hacker begins in childhood. In a nation where most citizens are restricted from accessing the global internet, the regime focuses on discovering young minds with exceptional mathematical and scientific talent. Teachers in schools across the country are tasked with identifying these students, often prioritizing children from families deemed politically loyal to the state. This process is both strategic and exclusive. Those selected are granted privileges unheard of for the average North Korean citizen, such as access to computers, advanced training resources, and specialized mentorship. However, these benefits come at a cost: total allegiance to the state. Once identified, these students embark on a rigorous academic path, often attending elite schools that prepare them for higher education at institutions like Chaek University of Technology and Moranbong University. These universities are not just academic centers, they are incubators for the next generation of cyber warriors. University education, the birthplace of cyber soldiers. At institutions like Chaek and Moranbong, the selected students undergo intensive training in computer science, programming, network security, and advanced mathematics. But unlike universities elsewhere, the curriculum is heavily tailored towards cyber warfare. Key areas of focus include malware development. Students learn to create sophisticated software capable of stealing data, disabling systems, or holding entire networks hostage. Penetration testing. Future hackers are trained to think like their enemies, identifying vulnerabilities in systems and exploiting them. Social engineering. This psychological side of hacking is critical, teaching operatives how to manipulate individuals into revealing sensitive information. This education isn't just theoretical. Students are encouraged to work on real-world simulations and challenges, many of which mirror the cyber attacks North Korea eventually deploys against other nations. Overseas training, expanding the arsenal. While most North Korean citizens are confined within the country's borders, elite hackers often receive the rare privilege of traveling abroad. One of the most notable destinations for advanced training is China, where they gain access to more sophisticated technologies and interact with experienced hackers. Here, they hone their skills further, learning to adapt to new cybersecurity measures and exploring cutting-edge hacking tools. This overseas exposure is crucial. It bridges the gap between North Korea's limited technological resources and the global stage of cyber warfare. However, even abroad, these individuals remain under strict supervision. They are monitored closely to ensure they stay loyal to the regime and return with enhanced skills that serve the state's agenda. Military integration, hackers in uniform. Upon completing their education and training, many hackers are integrated into North Korea's military or intelligence agencies. Groups like Bureau 121, a division of the Reconnaissance General Bureau, act as hubs for these cyber operatives. This integration serves multiple purposes. 1. Resource access. The military provides advanced infrastructure and tools that hackers use to execute their missions. 2. Operational cover. Tying hackers to military divisions makes their activities harder to trace back to the state. 3. Strategic alignment. By placing hackers under military command, the regime ensures that their actions align with broader geopolitical objectives. These operatives aren't just hackers. They are soldiers in a digital battlefield, tasked with carrying out cyber espionage, financial theft, and even attacks on critical infrastructure. Motivation and targets. Why they hack. One of the most important questions is, why does North Korea invest so heavily in cyber warfare? The answer lies in a combination of economic necessity, geopolitical strategy, and ideological warfare. Revenue generation. North Korea's economy is crippled by international sanctions. To generate funds, hackers often engage in cybercrime, such as ransomware attacks and cryptocurrency theft. Groups like the Lazarus Group have been linked to major financial heists, including the infamous attack on Sony Pictures and the theft of $81 million from the Bangladesh bank. Espionage. Hackers are also used for intelligence gathering, targeting government agencies, defense contractors, and research institutions. Disruption. Cyberattacks serve as tools of disruption, allowing North Korea to project power on a global scale without engaging in direct military conflict. The Lazarus Group, a notorious entity. One of the most well-known hacking groups associated with North Korea is the Lazarus Group. This group has been linked to some of the most high-profile cyber attacks in recent history. Notable operations include 1. Sony Pictures hack, 2014. This attack exposed sensitive company data, allegedly in retaliation for the satirical film The Interview, which mocked North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. 2. Bangladesh bank heist, 2016. Lazarus hackers attempted to steal nearly $1 billion by exploiting vulnerabilities in the SWIFT banking system. While most of the transfers were blocked, they successfully stole $81 million. 3rd WannaCry ransomware attack, 2017. This global ransomware attack affected hundreds of thousands of computers, causing widespread disruption and financial losses. These attacks showcase the group's technical expertise and strategic targeting, cementing their reputation as one of the world's most dangerous cybercriminal organizations. The role of control and surveillance. Despite their elite status, North Korean hackers are not free agents. They operate under constant surveillance and strict government control. Every action they take is monitored, and any deviation from state directives is met with severe consequences. This tightly controlled environment ensures loyalty, but also reflects the regime's fear of defection or unauthorized activity. Hackers are often isolated from the general population and kept in closely monitored environments to prevent any potential breaches of state security. Challenges and limitations. While North Korea's cyber capabilities are impressive, they operate under significant constraints. The country's limited access to global technology and infrastructure means that hackers often rely on outdated systems and tools. However, their ingenuity and adaptability have allowed them to overcome these limitations, turning weaknesses into strengths. For example, North Korean hackers are trained to exploit overlooked vulnerabilities and use unconventional methods that more advanced nations might dismiss. This resourcefulness has become a hallmark of their operations. North Korea's hackers are not just cyber criminals. They are instruments of a regime that has weaponized the digital realm to achieve its goals. From their rigorous training and overseas experiences to their integration into the military and state apparatus, these operatives represent a unique fusion of technical expertise and ideological commitment. But their actions come at a cost. While they bring revenue and influence to the regime, they also contribute to the growing instability of the global cybersecurity landscape. As the world becomes more interconnected, the threat posed by North Korean hackers is a reminder that the digital battlefield is just as critical as the physical one. Behind every breach, every stolen dollar, and every line of malicious code lies a story of power, control, and ambition. North Korea's hackers are rewriting the rules of cyber warfare, one attack at a time. This has been Hidden Docs, where we uncover the stories the world tries to keep hidden. See you next time as we dive deeper into the shadows.